Hello, hi guys, welcome to the Two Docs Podcast. I'm Dr. Ellie here.
And I'm Dr. Ingky, and welcome to the podcast. Two medical doctors generally speak on things which are non-medical. For the past couple of months, we actually spoke on a lot of medical subjects, right?
From sexual health,
to mental health.
So
now we're back to our regular topics.
programs. Yes.
Our regular topics. So our topic for today is, this. So before I introduce the topic for today, I want to ask you a quick question, right?
Right.
If you could work lesser hours, but still make the same amount of money, would you do it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You would do it.
I would do it.
And I would say majority
sense.
of the people will actually do
Yep.
it. So they did a poll, they did a survey, and they asked people from these 33 companies, are they happy with reduction of hours to work, but retain the same amount of salary? And of course, 91% say yes.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true.
Naturally,
That's true. Naturally.
naturally, who would say I want to work longer hours and still draw the same pay, right? Right. So
Now wait, do they work the same hours?
they work slightly lesser hours.
Huh.
All right.
Lesser hours
Yes,
per
they
day
work
or per
lesser
week?
hours for the entire week.
All right.
Right. So they work lesser hours for the entire week. They still draw the same amount of salary, and of course, 91% say
Yes.
they like that particular arrangement.
I like it too.
Yeah, I would say I would think everyone would like it, right? So it means the same amount of hours for lesser hours for the same amount of pay. So this particular study I was talking about is actually something called the 4-day work week.
4-day work week.
4-day work week.
It's not new.
It's nothing new,
not
right? This particular idea has been thrown around for many years, really.
Yes, but I
right?
think during MCO, during the COVID pandemic,
Yes.
it started to kickstart.
Yes,
right
correct.
after when COVID started.
Yes, when COVID started and a lot of people had to work from home or do like hybrid working, then that's when a lot of companies saw actually there's no reduction of productivity, even though there's reduction of hours of work.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So what happened is, I think a couple of weeks ago, there was an article out in Business Insider, whereby 33 companies in US, they actually implemented a 4-day work week.
All right.
All right, 4-day work week. So there's a couple of TNCs in the 4-day work week, from a regular 40 hours a week, which is 8 hours a day for 5 days.
Right.
They cut it down to 32 hours a week.
So it's still the same work hours, but 4 days.
Yes, 4 days. So
Can.
8 hours a day for 4 days.
Okay.
All right. Of course, the TNC is they cannot cut the salary. So basically, from
Same
40
salary.
working hours to 32 working hours with the same amount of salary.
So if you earn 5,000, you get back 5,000.
You still get back
for
5,000.
1 day less.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And what they have discovered is productivity did not drop. Productivity was still the same. All right,
Really?
output was still the same.
Okay.
In fact, in certain divisions of their company, productivity was actually higher. Yeah, productivity was actually higher.
All right.
Lesser malingering. That means lesser people taking MCs and not turning up for work.
No, turning up for work but not working.
But not working, yes.
Yes.
Lesser people malingering around the company, but at the same time, higher productivity. All right. So when they asked employees from all these 33 companies, will they go back to the to the regular
Original 5 days a week?
5 days, or they prefer 4 days? 91% said they prefer the 4 days.
Okay.
All right. And then these 33 companies mentioned, and sorry, out of the 33, 27 of them mentioned they have no intention of going back to the 5-day work.
Right. One more. Is the one of the TNC 4 days work week and then 3 days off, or is it 4 days and 4 days overlap?
No, 4 days and 3 days off.
Oh.
So it means the company-wide, the entire company does 4 days work and then 3 days off.
Right.
That means in that particular 3 days, you are not going to get emails, you're not going to get calls. And all.
So in other words, if your grocer is only Monday to Thursday.
Yes, correct. Something like that.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't
Friday,
forget
Saturday,
about groceries.
Sunday, you don't have to buy groceries.
Okay. Great.
But of course, all these 33 companies were not service-based companies.
That's the TNC.
Service-based
here.
means something like your barber, your hospital, your grocer, your
banks.
supermarket. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and
it's
your
not
government.
service-based, and your government as well.
your government.
Right? Actually, government can do 4 days lah.
Government can do 3 days for the amount of work they do.
They're actually hardly working.
Sorry, government.
They're hardly working.
Apart from the hospitals.
Apart from the hospitals, yes.
Hospitals.
Apart from the
Hospitals, police.
I would say, hospitals, police, firefighters, and all these emergency services.
But the paperwork ones, your application and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're like a 3-day work week.
Yeah. So my question to you is, do you think it will work with your company?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because mine is 1 day work, 1 day money come in. If I work 4 days, right, and let's say we earn X amount, it's X times 4.
But why can't you compress it in 4 days then?
Because we're Asian, they don't want to pay more. In Asian, right? Everybody is like, hey, can cheaper or not? Can cheaper or not? A bit discount. No, Ingky, it doesn't work for me. In fact, if I work 7 days, right, it's even better. But I need the rest day. So in my service industry, unfortunately, 4 days doesn't work.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I would say in a lot of industries, it actually doesn't work.
Actually, I pondered this before when they start introducing this, right? And I was thinking, 4-day work week. Yes, maybe for certain industry, yes, but for a lot of industry, it's not going to work. Take, for example, teachers.
Yes.
I mean, does that mean students only go for 4 days a week?
I think there was a point in time there in Malaysia, we were actually wondering whether we can do a 4-day school or not.
4-day school.
Yeah, 4-day school. But of course, the caveat to it is for the 4 days they will have extended hours lah. It means that whatever hours you lost on the 5th day will be replaced on that particular 4 days.
Which I think, again, I don't know about you, but for me, if you ask me to go to school, let's say from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and suddenly go to 3 p.m.
Yeah, to be honest, it will actually disrupt a lot of stuff.
Correct. Unless you're going to say that 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is non-academics. It's always called curriculum.
Understand.
The play parts, the non-brain part, but vocational or things that doesn't require you to sit and absorb. Maybe.
True.
But I also thought about, what if service industry, like let's say banks or retail, especially retail, you know, we're in a country where we love to shop.
Yes.
Can you imagine if shopping centers only had 4 days?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you go into a mall, right? And, you know, Adidas is Monday to Thursday and your Nike is Wednesday to Sunday. Or let's not use two different brands. Let's say you want to get that, and let's say your grocer is Wednesday to Sunday, and you went on Tuesday. And you can't get both.
Yep.
You know, you have to come back another day.
Yep.
Or your crossover is only 3 days. That's one issue. The other issue is spouse who work.
That's true.
2-person who work. If you are on this 4 days and your spouse is on the other 4 days, you actually have a lot of working days. You don't see each other.
Yep.
And the other fellow is actually at home.
Yeah, you are right. And the point you brought up is, what if the 4 work days means that it's instead of the entire company is only working 4 days and off 3 days, there is a particular something like a schedule whereby you work all 7 days. The company is open for all 7 days, but there is 4 days, and then there is another
overlap.
4 days, and then there's an overlap of particular 2 to 3 days.
Correct.
Now, there was a company in Australia that actually did that. All right, they had to work 6 days a week because they were very busy consulting firm. They had to work six days a week, and they tried the 4-day work week whereby they had 4 days and then overlap, and then another team will have a 4 days.
4 overlaps. Yes. So 2 days whereby there's a lot of people.
Yes, correct. So what they found out was it was actually very disruptive because when the other team that was working was sending out emails, then the team that was off were not reading the emails.
Correct.
And then when they came back from their 4-day or from their 3-day weekend, they had a lot catching up to do, and a lot of time they missed out a lot of important points. So I
think I read that.
So this particular company decided that the 4-day
revert back to 6 days.
revert back to that particular 5 to 6 days. They say that they rather do that, or they rather shorten from the 6 days to just 5 days, rather than have a 4-day and an overlap.
Or shorten the work hours of your 6 days.
Yes, that is right. That's right. Another thing that I would like to highlight is a lot of times, a lot of jobs, right? Even though clock in, clock out is you're supposed to clock in at 9 and clock out at 5. But there are a lot of jobs that I've seen out there whereby they generally work until really late at night. So even though they're only paid for 8 hours a day, there is a lot of unclaimed overtime.
Yes,
there's a lot of unclaimed overtime.
But I mean, some of these jobs they do get paid back in bonus.
Yeah, they do get paid back in bonusing, but however, the 4-day work week does not work for these kind of jobs because even though they're off for
they
the 3 days,
might still be working at home for the next 3 days.
They'll probably be working from home, right? Or probably attending meetings through Zoom or through some online
Now, all
system.
these studies, right, about 4-day work week, I think generally are still in Caucasian countries. Okay, and the Caucasian country, why it works is because even now, when it's a 5-day work day, when they finish at 5, they stop at 5.
Yes, they stop straight. Correct.
The boss cannot touch them at 5:01.
Correct.
They're not going to do a Zoom conference at 8 p.m.
Correct.
They're not going to answer your call on a weekend. So there's a very strict law or very strict discipline of employers and employees. It doesn't work in Asia.
Nah, it doesn't work. Actually, that particular 5 days work work week, right? It's actually a very new concept in human civilization. It only came out after the Industrial Revolution.
Okay.
All right. It means prior to the Industrial Revolution in the late 19th century, people actually worked on a daily basis. You had to work on a daily basis.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Because
You
if you
come, you'll get work, then you get paid for the day.
You're actually
you're
collecting
right.
daily wages.
You're right,
Factories
you're
were actually open 7 days a week.
Correct.
Right. If you're in agriculture, you have to work 7 days a week. Otherwise, the crops will die.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So
correct. I mean, like the movie Ip Man.
Yeah.
You have to go there and get selected
Yes.
on a daily basis for your job.
Correct,
you know?
correct. So end of the day, I would say this. I would say it really depends on different industries. Right?
Correct,
On different
correct,
industries.
correct.
Depends on your bosses as well, on your management as well. If you can somehow cram that 5 days work into 4 days and it becomes more efficient, I would say go ahead and do it. But I would say for a lot of companies, they can't do that.
Correct. I think it's more difficult in today's world whereby everything is real time. Can you imagine a marketing company that only works 4 days and suddenly you have a brilliant idea and you want to push to them and they said, please call back on Monday because we're off on Friday. Or they said, they work till Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, don't call me. And Monday you had a brainstorming idea. You have to wait till Wednesday. So I think the amount of industry actually gets very limited. Very limited.
Yes.
Maybe the government can work for this.
Yeah, I would say certain things that are more towards the more paperwork kind of thing can work. But when it comes to dealing with people, I think when it comes to dealing with services, I would say it's very hard to implement a 4-day work week.
Yeah. Even restaurants, when you close 1 day a week, you
actually lose out a lot of
you
business.
lose out business, but I know you need to rest.
Yeah, you need to rest. You need to restock up. You need to clean up. Yeah,
correct. But even that 1 day, it's already causing you loss of business.
Yes,
can you
that
imagine?
is right.
Don't
That is
open
right.
for 3 days a week.
Yeah, that's right. That is totally true.
Yeah. So give us your thoughts. Give us some of your comments. What do you think? Do you think 4-day work week works for you? And if you are an employer, what do you think? Would you really want to do 4-day work week and still pay the same amount of salary?
Correct.
Remember, otherwise Asians,
Yes.
we love to do this.
Yeah. We cut
Asians,
the salary,
we cut by 20% and say,
yeah.
oh, you work 4 days, not 5 days.
No.
So
It means you have to retain amount of salary.
retain the amount of salary.
Retain amount of salary and retain the benefits as well. You cannot just cut benefits. You cannot say, hey, you know what? There goes your medical and your dental plans, everything. Nope. You need to retain everything as per contract.
Actually, for my understanding as Asians, I would rather say, rather than this, let's see where are you malingering, where are you being inefficient. Give me back that 5 days you owe me.
I would say that is actually much better.
We are so used to 5 days, right? But you're working only 3.5 days productivity.
That is correct.
You owe me 1.5 days. I'm going to find out whether this 1.5 days is and squeeze it back from you.
That is actually
Does
correct.
that make me a bad employer?
No. I would say that is actually correct.
Yeah. Because if I cut you down to 4, you still expect the pay. I feel the pain. You don't care because you've only been working 3.5 days anyway.
True.
Yeah. So it's a one-way benefit.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
a one-way benefit.
That's right.
So, hope you guys found this session interesting. Like our thing, share, and also really drop us a line.
Drop us a line. Let us know in the comments
Correct.
whether you, as a business owner, you would approve of the 4-day work week, and as an employee, would you prefer to work 4 days a week rather
Even
than 5
as
days?
a consumer, do you like the idea of the whole world going 4-day work week?
Yes,
Your favorite
correct.
grocer
Your
only
favorite
works
grocer,
4 days. Then you have to go to your second best grocer for the other days. You go to a hospital and your specialist is not there.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Then you have to go for the second best specialist because that's your off day.
Yes, that's right.
Or you have to, find out. And the last one, if you and your spouse do not have the same four
that's
days.
right.
And then your off days are actually clashing and you actually don't see each other.
Yeah,
anymore.
you don't see one another for a while.
There's a possibility. Right?
That
There's a possibility.
is a possibility.
Imagine Monday, Tuesday is your off day. The other fella is Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Totally don't see each other for 7 days.
It's possible.
All right. Until then, we'll be back again next week on The Two Dogs. Dr. Ellie here signing off.
And Dr. Ingky, have a good week.